talking to kids about the situation in Ukraine. With events unfolding on TV and social media, parents are urged to check in with kids of all ages. Thank you for staying with us. I'm Erin LeBeau.
And I'm Tamsin Fidel. Well, many kids have a lot of questions about what is happening in Ukraine. And child development experts say that honesty really is the best policy. The weekly magazine for kids, The Week Junior, reports the news directly to kids ages 8 to 14 years old. And it really does cover a wide range of topics, and of course, including Ukraine. The editor-in-chief is joining us tonight, Andrea Barbalich, and thank you so much. This is such an important conversation to be having with kids. So let's talk about this. How have you addressed the Russian invasion in your magazine?
Well, at The Week Junior, our approach is really to tell children the truth clearly, calmly, and respectfully. We've emphasized that there are people around the world who do not want this war to be happening, and we also focus on the helpers, the governments and organizations and individuals who are stepping up to help people in need and working very hard to put an end to the conflict.
Now, you've also written Feeling Safe, talking to kids about war and terrorism. So what is your advice for parents to address what kids may be seeing that's happening in Ukraine?
Well, the number one thing, as you mentioned, is to tell kids the truth. They will generally come to adults with what they might be confused about, what they might be concerned about, and you always want to tell them the truth.
So why is it so important for kids, to parents, to talk to kids about these world events, and how do they even start that conversation?
Well, this is a very aware and involved and concerned generation of children, and they want to know what's happening around the world, and they count on trusted adults to explain it to them in the way that they can understand, and also to help them feel safe and reassured when difficult and confusing things happen. It's also an opportunity for parents to reinforce their own family values. So you can say to kids, we as a family are concerned about the people in Ukraine. We're concerned about the people who are fighting, and we hope that there will be peace.
Now, does it change depending on the age of the child, what you kind of expose them to, or what's age appropriate?
Yes, definitely. And every child is different, and parents know their kids best. But I would, one caution I would have is that you want to be careful about what images kids are seeing on TV and in social media. Some of the images are very difficult to look at.
And you talk to parents about looking at maps and teaching kids about the world. How do you go about doing that? I mean, where does that conversation begin, depending on the age we're talking about?
It can really be helpful for kids to actually see where this is happening. So get out a map, get out a globe. Where is Russia? Where is Ukraine? Millions of people are leaving Ukraine right now. Where are they going? What are the countries that are taking them in? And it could really just help children's understanding to be able to visualize it.
Now, one way to help children and probably even help them process what's going on is to get them involved. What are some actions that you can take with your child to get them involved? Absolutely.
It could be a very powerful feeling for a child to think that they are making a difference, and there are many ways that kids can help. For example, they can support a relief organization with their family. We are getting letters and photos from kids all over the country who are having their own fundraisers. They're making jewelry and selling them and donating the money to relief organization, and it's really very inspiring.
Let's talk about resources for parents. If parents are looking for some more resources, where can they go to find that?
We have a resource center available at theweekjunior.com/Ukraine. And there we have all of our news coverage of the conflict. We have tips for having these very important conversations. We have a story about ways kids can help. And we have a downloadable peace poster that kids can fill in and they can share in their window, on their door, on social media. They can send it to us at The Week Junior, and we are being inundated with beautiful drawings from kids, and they're pouring their heart and soul into these posters, and it is just so amazing to see how much they really care.
I love it. I love that we're able to see those posters, that kids can actually do that. Well, Andrea, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.